Hey, what is going on, road trippers? Road Trip Nate here. Once again, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're continuing on with the 22 to 1 list of the states that I've been to. Last night we did 22 through 17. Kansas, Louisiana, New Mexico, Indiana, California, Nebraska. Tonight we're going 16 through 11 with the list. Let's get in there. Coming in at number 16, Kentucky. Kentucky, I've been to a couple times. Once when I was like 7 years old. We went to Paducah. I went to Louisville back in 2015. It was a pretty good trip. Me and my mom, we had some time off from Wes. We went to Kentucky and stayed with my sister and brother-in-law. He had a job as a manager at Walmart there in somewhere just south of Louisville. But we went up there and the downtown of Louisville was pretty nice. And then we brought my nephew home with us. And then I stayed in the La Center and went through Paducah with my buddy Tim Crawford in 2019, I believe, on our way to Nashville for the draft, the NFL draft. But yeah, Kentucky, I'll have to go there once again just to get a better experience one of these days. Number 15, Alabama. Alabama. The only time I've been into Alabama twice. First time was on my way with my buddy Kenny. We went to Georgia, like I've said numerous times on this channel. We went and visited his son in Atlanta. So we drove through Alabama. Just driving through. Second time I had went to Alabama was to go to Dauphin Island. Dauphin Island is in Alabama. That is why Alabama is not better down on this list, is because I had such an incredible time at Dauphin Island. Dauphin Island. First time I ever went to the coast. Got to swim in the ocean. Dauphin Island is great. we stayed for a week. My family and me. We stayed for a week at a resort at Dolphin Island. And it was great. It was probably the best time I've spent on the road. But Alabama is number 15 on this list. Because of that. Number 14. Florida. I have literally spent a few minutes in Florida. When we were staying at Dolphin Island, we went over into Pensacola, Florida, for about an hour, maybe. It's the only time I've spent in Florida. But it was nice. We stopped at one of the beaches there in Florida. Pristine waters. It was nice. But I've only been to Florida once, and that was for maybe 30 minutes. Next time I go to Florida, I'm hoping to go back one of these days. Have a better experience, have a longer experience. And it'll probably move up the list. But right now it's number 14. Number 13. Illinois. Illinois. The only real time I've been in Illinois, I've been through Illinois twice. Once driving on the highway, going to Louisville. Well, I've been through Illinois a couple times, but mostly through East St. Louis. But gone through Illinois to Louisville, Kentucky, and the one major time I went into Illinois was with my co-host Tim Crawford on our trip to Chicago back in 2019, I believe. That was a fun trip. We went to Chicago, got to see skyscraper after skyscraper after skyscraper. I'm a country boy. It's the first time I've ever seen that. But it was cool to see just skyscraper after skyscraper after skyscraper. Chicago was fun. And then we stopped and ate at the launching pad. I had a Chicago dog and a strawberry shake. First time I ever had a Chicago dog, which was in Wilmington on Route 66, right next to the Gemini Giant. Go check out that video if you all haven't, because I've got that video from 4 years ago, going underneath the Gemini Giant. But coming in at number 12, Nevada. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in Nevada. I basically have only spent time in Las Vegas. I haven't spent any time in Reno, Carson City. Las Vegas is one of the towns that I would probably move to. It's in my top 4. If I bought a home, I would move to. Because I love Las Vegas. But I haven't spent any time elsewhere in Nevada. I liked visiting the Hoover Dam. Like y'all know, me and my brother went out to Vegas back in 2016. We got to the Hoover Dam. As soon as I stepped out of my truck, my LA Dodgers hat went flying into Lake Mead because of the wind. But Vegas is in my top 4 of the towns that I would move to if I bought a home. Because I loved Vegas. But I haven't seen anything else of Nevada. That's why it's on the downward part of this list. One of these days, when I go to other towns, explore more of Nevada, it'll definitely go up the list. Number 11. Mississippi. Mississippi was lower on this list when I did my top 5 least favorite states. It was on that list. It's rose a few notches because late last year, me and Tim went to Vicksburg, Mississippi. Vicksburg is a great town. I want to explore more of that town. So I've gotten to see a little more of Mississippi than I got to see beforehand. Back in, I think, 2020, whenever I did my top 5 least favorite states video. So, but I need to explore more of Mississippi. It'll probably rise on the rankings because I've only been through there a couple times. Once when I was going with my family to Dauphin Island. Once with my buddy Kenny, going to Georgia. Once when I was coming back through Louisiana. And once with my buddy Tim when we went to Jackson, which has the worst roads of any town I've ever been to. Jackson, Mississippi. But that's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button after the video to stay notified on all the current and future whereabouts. And if you like this video, give it that all important thumbs up. It lets me know you care. Tune in tomorrow and we're going to crack into the top 10 of states I've been to. 22-1. Bye from the Gossip Road Trippers.